Welcome to day 19 of your acceleration challenge. We've gone over body, we've gone over being, we've gone over balance, and now it's the last part. Probably the part you're most excited about. Let's just be real. It's business. But if you notice, body, being, and balance are like a tripod that supports the business. Yes, it's the core four, but it's the other three areas that allow you to create the business that you want, right? Because there's no such thing as work-life balance. Hate to pop your bubble. But there's no such thing as work-life balance. But there is a thing called work-life harmony. In other words, you don't want to be at work thinking about the fight that you had at home. Conversely, you don't want to be at home thinking about the employee that you had to let go, right? So you want to be present. Present at work and present at home. How do you do that? Core four is a foundational piece, right? Invest where you need to invest so you can focus where it is that you need to focus. Now, remember, your business is an extension of you. So if a business has problems, it has problems because of you. If a business has success, it has success because of you. If a business fails, ultimately the business fails because of you, right? Now, I'll tell you how it was that I started my first two businesses. My first business coming out of college was a window washing business. It was awesome. In Phoenix, in the summertime. It was a great time, right? I would literally wet the window, turn around, grab the squeegee, and then the window would be dry but with streaks, right? Made for an incredibly great learning experience. Now, I didn't know how to run a business though. I put a couple of ads out. I got some phone calls. I had some shirts made, A+ student window cleaning. It was awesome, right? But ultimately, I had to close doors because the business wasn't as successful as I needed it to be. I didn't know how to run a business. My second business was a landscaping business. I was working as a police officer at the time. So I would work landscaping 6 a.m. to noon, and then I would shower, eat lunch, and go to work from 2 to midnight. Yeah, that makes for some very long days. So I didn't have any manual. I didn't have any direction. I didn't have any clue, right? And so, yes, I had some strengths, but I also had some glaring weaknesses. And the problem with that is that I, like you, spend most of my time learning through my failures instead of shortcutting my failures, right? Instead of saying, hey, you know what, this is the next problem you're going to have. You should probably do something about it before it presents itself and causes another major headache in your life. And so when we talk about business, there's two things that we're focused on, right? We're focusing on learning, but not learning through the School of Hard Knocks, of which I have a PhD, and apparently I'm going back for my master's. It's not about that. What it's about is learning in a way that helps you educate yourself. And there's two ways you can educate yourself, formally and informally. You can go to school and get an education, absolutely. I got a degree in business management. Guess what I remember from my degree? One thing, the law of supply and demand. As long as there's a demand, there'll be a supply. And that's it, right? But ultimately, there's an informal way, and I think is a much more effective way, and that is through courses, through content, through videos, through masterminds, through coaches, but ultimately people who have experience in the space that can help you shortcut and or accelerate that process, right? You can do that through podcasts, through YouTube videos, through books, through blogs, through different templates that are available out there. All of these different things exist to help you accelerate that process, right? Now, what are some topics that you can focus on? You can focus on leadership, on marketing, on hiring, on sales, on operations, right? All of these different areas are what's going to help you accelerate the growth of your business. Now, inside of business, we have two areas that we focus on. We focus on strategy and execution. What is strategy? Strategy is understanding and having clarity around what it is that you're doing. Now, it could be something as simple as saying, this is what I'm doing this week, and here's how I'm going to get it done, 100%. Or it could be something like, I am struggling right now in sales. So what is the strategy that I'm going to take to overcome the lack of knowledge that I have, right? And then execution is the second piece. How am I doing it? So strategy, what am I doing? Execution, how am I doing it? Every single day, you're going to focus time, energy, and attention in these two areas. What am I doing? How am I doing it? What am I doing? How am I doing it? This could be planning out your week. That could be one of your core fours for the week. This could be planning out your day. This could be, again, super hyper-focused on something very simple. It could be, again, understanding where you're falling short or you still need to learn more. It could be micro. It could be macro. It doesn't matter, right? Ultimately, when it comes to execution, then, it's what do you need to do to get it done? So do you need to find a way to educate yourself? Do you need to find a way to schedule and learn how to schedule better? Do you need to find a more effective way to manage your customers or your new customers? Do you need to find a better way of hiring? What is it for you, and how is it that you're going to get it done? Super hyper focused on one thing. Now, that's it for today. Business, again, strategy and execution. So today your assignment is quite simple. You're going to find your strengths, and you're going to find your strengths by taking the personality assessment that's linked below. Take the assessment and let's see where you're at. Take a picture of the screenshot of your results, and I want you to post that inside of the group. That's it. Super simple. Let's find out what your strengths are, because if we know what your strengths are, we know what you still need to work on. If we know what you need to work on, you can start to strategize on how you're going to work on it. All right, you guys know what time it is. It's time to get after it. 3, 2, 1, off you go.